350 days. It's been 350 days since we first heard about the this project. Today's the gala. I'm on my way to Chicago to the Swiss Hotel so we can make sure that the AV team is good to go with everything that they need.
About to get started. Brittany, what time is it?
Man, 350 days. I want to like fully recap and digest on how I feel about this situation, but kind of a little anxious to get things going. So it's about to be a whirlwind of the day.
In 1968, a group of black students at Northwestern University took over a building on campus to protest for student rights. It was the first student action protest to happen on the campus, the events of which changed the university forever. In 2016, Northwestern University's Black Alumni organization, NUBA, was preparing to celebrate the 50-year anniversary of the Bursar's office takeover and wanted to commission a film company to create a documentary for the event. This is the story of how the film was made.
Okay, so the first producer who ever hired me was Emerald Jade Hunter, and she said, this is a project that I think you should check out. I actually wanted to know, I'm like, do you guys want to partner on this, or do you want us to go after it ourselves? And she's like, no, we're not interested, I'm too busy right now, but this is something that would possibly be great for your company. And so I appreciate that she forwarded that to me, because I didn't know about the RFP.
What were you guys' first thoughts when you heard about it?
You know what? I remember Eric forwarding me the email that Emerald Jane sent us, saying that they were looking for filmmakers and stuff. And I was like, oh, that could be something, whatever. But then when we talked, he was like, the deadline is like in a week.
That's right. I forgot about that. The deadline, because the email came out, it was like 60, 90 days, and we had a very short amount of time. I'm like, okay, this could be a great project with Northwestern. Let me go look up what the takeover is. So I had to go look it up. I didn't know what it was.
How much did you guys both know about the actual takeover before we got the RFP?
I didn't know anything about the damn takeover before we got the RFP.
We just knew it happened at Northwestern. A student took over a building and it lasted for a certain amount of hours. That was it.
Brittany, your first week was the week that we got started on that project.
This is like the first project you get to work on with Digital Cafe.
I know. And honestly, when I did come, Donnie did have the trailer completed because you guys showed me the trailer.
Ah, okay.
And that was genius because when I saw it,
I remember what you did.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all got it.
We were making the trailer, we wanted to make something exciting. We didn't know the story too much.
James Turner took a seat on the steps of the Northwestern University Bursar office, and he wouldn't leave.
I used some jazz fusion, so some Miles Davis drums.
It was like taking that extra step. Like there was voiceover for the trailer, there was footage that was pulled off YouTube, there was information about the actual takeover, and so you honestly thought that the trailer was just gonna lead into the movie. Yeah. So if I were watching it, if I was watching it from Northwestern, then I would have been thinking like, oh man, like this is crazy.
You know what? I still didn't think we were gonna get it though. And I remember
you're very pessimistic.
I didn't.
You're
I
very
was like,
pessimistic for a long time.
He's realistic.
Thank you, BA. Thank you.
You know what?
Realistic.
I said that you were supposed to jump on my team on that one.
So from there, it was just like Google, look up some research, what actually happened. Luckily, some articles were written, and it was just about putting a treatment together so that we could pitch it and then hopefully win the job. My approach when developing the RFP was one that would tell the story of what happened in 1968 from a point of view where we set up the upfront, so talking about pre-1968 and those events that pretty much served as a catalyst for what happened on May 4th in 1968.
What are you most excited about with this RFP?
I feel the energy from my two partners in here. You trust the people around you, and everyone's kind of doing their, bring their expertise to a section, then we deliver it as a group, like it's a group thing. That feels really good.
I think this would be an awesome project to work on because one, it's local. Two, this is something that we've all experienced just being African American students at predominantly white institutions. We can relate. And then most importantly, we get to tell a story of individuals that look like us and have the same DNA and drive and spirit that we hold. So we're crossing our fingers.
We finished the proposal, we had the trailer, and we sent it whatever morning it was, and then I got a call 15 minutes later. I'm like, oh.
This is Eric Seals from Digital Cafe. How you doing? When I talked to him on the phone the first time, originally, my budget was about okay. Then we spoke to him, and he was like, a good proposal from us is gonna get. So I purposely put on there.
The primary issue is the best proposal is not going to have appropriate yet seemingly random individuals who are part of the conversation.
And we got phases 1 through 4, we nailed them. And ultimately, like, that is the story you wanted to tell. We got the job because, like,
You heard it here first.
you don't just, like, you don't sit on the phone and talk about the little things that need to be revised
Not at all.
for somebody that's not going to get it.
No, you don't waste your time doing that. We're gonna go back and we'll revise, some of the things we put in there and add some of the things that you mentioned. I think he purposely said, we have a whole bunch of filmmakers. It's just so you don't feel like you have it.
Right.
He didn't mention any of the other things that usually clients are worried about: schedule, budget, the size of our team, the creative vision.
Right.
None of those things he was worried about, so that's a great sign.
How you doing? This is Eric Seals from Digital Cafe. How you doing?
When we first learned about this project, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't really in the thought process that we were gonna get something like this.
All right. That is great news to hear. I am very excited about that.
Little did I know that this was something that was perfect for what we needed in our development.
All right. You have a good rest of your day. Bye. We just landed the biggest project for Digital Cafe ever. Ooh.